What's going on, guys? I have made a decision that I think moving forward will be interesting to see how it plays out. Everybody has been on this huge fear of an all digital world. We are technically in that already. It's harder to admit because people, I believe the generation after like mine, like maybe after my niece and nephew, they might be the ones where this is the way things are done and this is going to be easier on them. But my generation and the generation before me have a hard time coming to grips with the fact that there is no more physical. There is no more this. This is going away. We have a hard time convincing ourselves that it's okay. We have a hard time saying, okay, let's give it a try. Digital is so difficult to try because you can't necessarily return it if you don't like it. You can't necessarily play it and get to like the midway point of the game and realize this is a stack of shit game that you'll never finish and think, hey, I can easily call PlayStation, Xbox, or I could play, or I could call Nintendo and be like, hey, this game sucks. I'm never gonna play it again. I made it halfway through, fucker. Can I get at least half my money back? That doesn't work that way. So, on top of that, the fact that you don't get a physical anything, you don't have artwork, you don't have the actual thing here, whether it be a disc or a cartridge, you don't have that. And it's harder to sell that to somebody at a price tag starting at $60. It is very difficult because for $60, you used to have something in your hand. Okay? However, I've been doing the all digital when it comes to Xbox. The Xbox One is my first all digital console. It's where if I do purchase a game, I buy it digitally. I'll buy it through the Xbox store. I'll buy it during a fire sale. This is where I buy a lot of my shit, through fire sales. I know when they're coming. I know what to expect, and I know how much off it is. You dig what I'm saying? I buy during those because digital, unfortunately, is not a market where you can charge $60 for just the very bare bone day one game. You can't do that because, again, for $60 as of right now, you're getting a case. You're getting artwork. You're getting a physical copy here that you can take and you can trade. Okay, these are all the reasons why you can get away with charging $60 right now. I'm not saying $60 for a Vita game. I'm just saying $60 is a whole lot easier to ask for when you have something you can physically hold in your hands, plug into your gaming console, your Blu-ray player, your CD player, whatever. It's a whole lot easier to ask that money because I can physically go, this didn't work for me. I could take it back to the store and I can get my money back. Okay? Digital, you don't get that luxury. Okay? If it doesn't work, if it's boring and it's boring at the halfway mark, you don't get the luxury of taking it back to the store in the same week you bought it and being like, this game sucks, I want my money back. That's a luxury you don't have. So, to me, the fire sales are what the digital market should be at right now. Okay? If you go out and you purchase a physical of like Doom Eternal, then absolutely $60. Yes, you get a physical copy that you are going to have. And the reason it's $60 is because you are going to be able to, at any given time, from the moment you pick it up, to take it and trade it back in for cash or another game or credit. You will be able to get something for this. That is why digital should be cheaper. It shouldn't cost that much for digital, and unfortunately, digital right now is $59.99 for any brand new game, but I don't get anything for it. That's why I wait to fire sales, because when it's a fire sale, it's a reasonable price. You're asking me for like 50 to 60 bucks when these fire sales are going on for the deluxe edition, which is normally about 90 bucks. So I'm paying 30% less, and I'm getting, for the same cost that you're getting that physical vanilla copy for, I'm paying the same amount, but I'm getting the digital edition with all that DLC included, with all the Game Pass included, with all the bullshit season passes, all of it at one fucking time, and I'm paying the same price for the game you got that doesn't have all of that. That's how digital should work right now. You need a security blanket or a security chute in order for people to be more accepting of it. We can't sit here and act like digital costing the same as a physical is in any shape a good look. It's not. There's a reason why Nintendo is cheaper when it comes to being digital. Okay? It's unless you're Capcom. Unless you're Capcom, digital is the exact same as physical for some fucking reason. But majority of the time, it's more expensive to buy it on cartridge. Okay? This is a huge push for a all digital, especially when it comes to downloading. The digital downloading time, which is now, this is a big influence. Because say you don't have the 60 bucks to spend on the cartridge. Well, you go on the eShop and you can pay 50. That's $10 off. Okay, yes, it eats up memory, and memory is the number one factor that is holding the all digital age back. In fact, it is the number one reason the Xbox One SAD failed. Okay, because it offered 1 terabyte. Okay, but if I gather up all my physicals, if I gather up all the physicals I have for my 3DS, for my DS, which is only 2, for my Wii, which I modded and has a full 1.5 terabytes on that bitch, my original Xbox, which again I modded, if I gather up all my GameCube games, okay, this would be difficult because GameCube is physical for me. I can't physically do anything to the GameCube to get digital on that. I don't do the hard modding. I just do the soft mods. Pause. Anyway, my point is this. When it comes to the 3DS, if I wanted to be all digital, I could have been all digital since I bought my new 3DS, the Zelda one, and got back into it. I could have done that. I have a 128 gig micro SD card in my 3DS right now. Or it might be 64, but the point is, it's not even at halfway filled. Okay? We're in 2019 now. Do you understand how easy it would be for the 3DS to be your very first all-digital machine? Do you know how easy that would be? Because 3DS games are not that big to begin with, and because it's Nintendo, they compress them even smaller. So, say you go out on the market and you're like, hey, I got a 500 gig SD card and it's a mini and it can go into the 3DS. Why would you ever buy a physical again? You see what I'm saying? One thing about it being all digital, this is the one thing about it that I actually really hope just keeps being a remaining factor here is, with Xbox especially, this is one of the main things I love about it is, with the 360, if you had it digitally on the 360 and it became backwards compatible, such an example with me is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, I bought it on the Xbox One because I never thought the 360 version would be backwards. Well, after I bought the Xbox One version on a fire sale for $12, marked down from like $30, I saw that, my 360 version of this game is able to be downloaded. I called Microsoft like, hey, I need to get my refund on this game. I'm not downloading it. You can check on it right now. You will see it's not moving. I stopped it immediately. And I was like, because the 360 version of this game, which I've had for since y'all gave it away on the 360, is backwards compatible, so I could just download that. They gave me my money right back. You see what I'm saying? So the one reason I like it is because with the Xbox, it's like if you had the game previously on your hard drive because you did buy it digitally, it would go to the Xbox One because it was just moved over. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing about the digital era I like. Now, I wish they would do that with all games. You dig what I'm saying? Xbox is selecting games. They need to do it with all games. If you can buy it digitally, you need to be able to buy it digitally on the Xbox One. This expands your library to numbers probably crushing the fucking PS4. Because your library now isn't lacking JRPGs. Your library now isn't necessarily lacking hardcore first-party titles that are good. You dig what I'm saying? This opens up a whole lot more possibilities, brings it to where you can have a little bit longer life if need be, because, oh hey, you've been waiting for your 360 games that you bought that are JRPGs that never came to the Xbox One, but you continue to play. Oh, well, now you can have it. You know what I'm saying? Just let everything, because it expands so much more. Now, another reason I'm saying I'm going on digital is Dragon Ball Z Super, or Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Z movies, and the fact that these movies are the digital version of these movies, at least. Digital versions of these movies come out damn well a month in advance before the physical Blu-ray or DVD. And to me, that just seems like, okay, well, I was going to buy the fucking movie anyway. The digital version sometimes tends to be the same price as a DVD, and I would prefer to buy like a 4K or a Blu-ray, so I'm already paying more than DVD prices. But I can get that same DVD quality movie streamed, and I don't have to worry about running to the store. I don't have to worry about them not having it. I don't have to worry about it, the only one they have, flopping around inside the fucking thing. I don't have to worry about all that. I just download it and I'm good to go. I mean, we already download movies to our phones. Who the fuck doesn't use their phone to watch some digital movie? You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, the problem isn't just going on digital. The problem is we don't see a cushion. Okay? We're not seeing a cushion to move into this all digital age. Think of it this way. When the PS2 came out, it was the cheapest way. The cheapest way to get a DVD player. And DVD was the hottest ticket in town. It got no hotter than that. Format had changed. And new things were happening. New things were happening, exciting things, behind the scenes features, commentary during the movie from the actors in the movie, gag reels that you couldn't see in theaters, coming soon previews to movies that you didn't think nothing about, and you didn't get them before the movie started. You had to go into these special features to get to those. It was a fucking insane time. And could you imagine what would have happened had the PS2 been an expensive DVD player? Because everybody who bought the damn thing bought it for the number one reason of it's a DVD player, and number two, it's a gaming machine. That's right, they bought it first and foremost for the DVD player because that was the pop moment for the way we consume media, especially with movies. It was the big leap from VHS format into this digital. I think DVD stands for what? Digital video disc? Digital. You dig what I'm saying? It's in the fucking title. So, had PS2 come out and been like, yeah, it's gonna for a PS2, it's gonna cost you the same $600 it's gonna cost you to get a regular fucking, DVD player, they wouldn't have sold that well, and they know that. The reason we're having such a problem within the all digital downloading part, which we've been in since the middle of last fucking gen, is the pricing. It's all about the pricing. If, for instance, Xbox, I just said you have some amazing deals, and you do. For this past anime month, the games are not showing up as sales. And when I say they're not showing up as sales, I mean as Attack on Titan 1 is still $60. And it's in the on sale section of the anime video games, but it's not on sale. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with Attack on Titan 2. They both those video games are in the anime video game sell selection, and they're not showing a sell price. Just gonna put that out there. But my point is this: if you wait for the fire sale, you can normally get a decent asking price for not only just the base vanilla game, but for the deluxe edition, and there's like 3 of them. You can get the digital deluxe, you can get the hardcore deluxe, you can get the complete fucking game. And there, like I said, there's 4. There's the base vanilla game that everybody's buying for $60. There's a digital deluxe normally. Then there's some kind of super deluxe. Then there's like a complete version of most every game. I know that with fucking Forza Horizon 4, they got too many copies of that fucking game. So, I mean, if you wait for a fire sale, these games do go on sale for a pretty decent price. Like, I can get a digital deluxe edition of pretty much any game I'm looking for when there's a fire sale for the same asking price as you going and picking up a vanilla copy of the same fucking game on the same damn day it comes out. If I wait for a fire sale, I can get a better price for the same fucking game. Okay? In fact, it could be including some shit like a season pass. I paid, what, $15 tops for Batman Arkham Knight, and it came with all the DLC included. And it was during a fire sale. And I know what you're thinking to yourself, well, yeah, because it's an older game now. Yes, now it's an older game. It's been at $15 for a couple of years now. Okay? Quantum Break is free if you have Game Pass, but it's like $20 when there's a fire sale. Okay? If they came at you on a digital store and said, hey, these big AAA titles that you're buying digital, which means you're not getting something to hold. If you're buying digital, you don't get to trade it later. You have to just delete it and forget about it. When you're doing that and you're asking $60, it's harder. It's harder, especially because your main consumer is me, my generation. That is your main consumer base because we've been with you the longest. Okay? Like I said earlier, my niece and nephew, the online thing is going to be just like waking up in the morning easy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean easy as in it's easy for everybody. Like, I'm saying easy in the sense of like how we get up in the morning and go to work. You know what I'm saying? The way they'll shop is, oh, I have my phone. This isn't going to be a phone, but I have my phone. I'm on like Amazon. Nope. That's a good price. Click. Bam, it's done. You see what I'm saying? It's also why people have a problem with the streaming future, because now it's blowing up to the point where people are talking about the cost being like you have to pay for Stadia as a service plus $60 for these fucking games. Yes, I don't like that it's taking this long to bring this conversation to light, but I'm telling you, if I go to a GameStop and I see this game used for $15, then it shouldn't cost any more than $15 digitally, okay? And the reason I say that is because, again, you don't have this part. You're missing a key element to buying physical games, and that is the physicality of this purchase, okay? So you should really be charging GameStop used games prices, okay? If I go to GameStop and I buy this game here and it is $15 used, then it should cost no more than $15 new digitally on the store. And then when you have a fire sale, you can drop the price to between $8 and $5. And that'd be like 50% off somewhere in there. And nobody's going to be upset, okay? Because, oh, I can go physically buy this, or I can save a little bit of money and I don't have to go to the store. I can give it directly to PlayStation or Xbox and I can have it right then. Download it. Bam. And that's the way it is with not only video games but movies as well. And the problem is, and it always has been, and I said this before in an older video, that digital copies of video games should not cost the same as their physical counterparts. Okay? That is so bad. Okay? You need to give me something. If I'm paying $60 for a digital game, I should, A, be able to get to it a full week, 2 weeks before the people who have bought it physically should, because even movies do that. Even fucking movies, you can watch a full month in advance before the fucking Blu-ray ever comes out. So that should be one of the best features you get if you're charging $60 for a fucking digital video game. The first one is early access, and how early it is up to the developers. If you want to give us a week, 2 weeks, a month, that's up to you. But that should be automatic. It doesn't matter what version of the game you buy. If you buy the vanilla one, if you buy this limited one, if you buy the digital deluxe one, doesn't matter. You get blank amount of days before everybody else, because you are actually buying a copy that you can never profit off of ever. Okay? Now, that being one. Two is, if I'm paying $60, then I should be getting the digital deluxe edition that the people who bought it physically are getting, but they're getting, you know, digital shit like season passes and shit. If for $60, I should get advanced early access, and I should get the digitally deluxe edition for the $60. I should not have to pay $60 and wait until the exact day that fucking game comes out and play it when everybody else does, because that is a problem. Could you imagine if I had to wait for the digital version of a movie to come out and it came out when the Blu-ray came out? What's the point of going digital if I get it the same day? See what I'm saying? Why am I having to wait? I'm buying this shit digitally. Okay? I'm not going to a store and physically picking it up, making it what I gotta do. I'm buying it digitally. You should be allowing me to get this like that. Like, set a street date. Hey, the digital copy goes live, say, for shits and giggles, you buy, we'll say Mortal Kombat 11. Say you bought Mortal Kombat 11 digitally, right? You pre-ordered it digitally. It was coming out in, say, this coming up September, right? It came out September 1st, okay? If you bought it digitally, then you shouldn't have to wait till the 1st. You should be able to play that game a week before, if not 2 weeks, if not more, in advance, because again, you're getting nothing physical. Okay? This is going onto your hard drive. This makes the belief that buying digital is easier on you because, one, you don't have to deal with the upsells. You don't have to deal with nobody. Two, you're getting a bonus. You're getting something that nobody else is getting, which is early access if you bought physically. If you make early access something you get when you buy it digitally, watch digital sales go up. Because you're giving somebody something. Right now, you're giving us nothing. Anyone who is a all digital connoisseur can sit here and tell you, we're not getting anything. The best time for us is fire sales. Those weekly deals that PlayStation and Xbox have, those are our bread and butter because they mess up and yeah, they throw in good AAA games here and there and they mark them way down and we jump on bam. You know what I'm saying? I bought The Witcher 3 complete for $15, okay? During a fire sale, marked down from 30, that's half off. 15, and I got all the DLC. Bought it digitally, okay? So that's what needs to happen. They need to treat fire sale prices for the digital market as the actual price. Okay? I don't care if buying a Blu-ray is going to look bad in comparison to buying a fucking digital copy of the movie. It's supposed to. You're a collector. You're not supposed to give a damn about digital and how much it costs. What you do when you buy physical, when you buy this is what you do. How much you asking on this? Oh, I'm asking about, 35. Bro, if you come to 30, I'll get it from you right now. You're supposed to haggle, okay? That's what you do. Alright? We wait for fire sales. You haggle. I did that a bunch today. I bought a Tasmanian Devil Cup coffee mug that they used to sell at McDonald's back in the 90s. I found it and bought it. I paid like $2 for it. I bought 4 Mario Kart little toys. 2 Marios, a Luigi, and a Donkey Kong. And I paid $10 for all 4 of them. And the reason I gave him a 10, even though he told me it was like 9, I was just like, dude, it's fucking $1. I don't care about a fucking dollar. Besides, one of them's from 8 and the other are from 7, if I'm not mistaken. And they're just going to be somewhere in here, somewhere, taking up space. It's not like I give a damn about these things. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be used. They're going to be collectible items. And $1 doesn't mean that much to me because I'm getting a physical merchandise. I'm getting a physical thing. I can touch it. Okay, so $1 here and there doesn't bother me. So, digital, you need to come up off that price. You need to, instead of $60 for the base game, go back to PS2 prices. $40. $40 for a digital copy. And with that, $40, you get the vanilla game. You get the vanilla game for that $40. For $50, $60, now you're getting into season passes and you're getting into digital deluxe prices. Okay? Not only that, you're also helping your consumer, you're helping us cut out GameStop. You're helping us get rid of the garbage. You know what I'm saying? You're helping us get rid of that garbage. And we're doing exactly what you want us to do, which is directly fuck with you. You don't want us to go to the GameStops. You want us to fuck with you directly. That's why Square Enix doesn't allow certain games to be sold in stores. What is that? Last Child or some shit like that? It came out this generation. It's on the Switch and it's on the PS4. And guess what? You have to buy it through the Square Enix store. You cannot buy that at Walmart. You cannot buy it at a GameStop. Okay? Developers, you want us to fuck with you more. Again, give us some cushion for this all digital era. Nobody wants to pay physical prices. If you want the all digital future to happen, whether it be streaming or it be downloading, no matter which one you want, you have to, stresses have to ease up off the price. Okay? Just breathe for 10 seconds. Realize $60 is a little high for nothing. It's a little high for nothing. Now, digital will make it so much easier to continue having games show up on the next generation of consoles or whatever we end up streaming from. It'll make it easier because that all can be tied to an account with Xbox and or PlayStation and or Nintendo. You'll have all that tied into your personal account. Therefore, say you have 900 Xbox titles, right? Can't fit all 900 on like 2 hard drives, right? You'll have 3 total because of the 1 built-in and the 2 externals. So you can't fit them all there, but they're tied to your account. So you delete 3 games and you want to play this one that you haven't played. You delete 3 to make some space. You download the one. Bam, there you go. You're good to play. But those 3 games you deleted, they're still tied to your profile, so you still have access to them. Okay? So that part is great, and I believe that part needs to continue. They just need to quit with the bullshit when it comes to only allowing certain titles. Let everything. I'm still waiting on 2 360 games to show up because they're they're